Hello moviegoers, Ezra here and welcome back to another Ezra review. And on today's review, I want to talk about Alien Romulus, which is just recently released on my country, and yeah, it is a pretty exciting movie for me, because Alien is one of my favorite franchise, I just recently reviewed the first two Alien movie, so you guys can watch them if you haven't already, and yeah, Alien Romulus, in my opinion, is the best Alien movie after Alien 1 and Aliens, because after that, it's like, yeah, the Alien franchise are, going a bit downhill, obviously, because we got Alien 3, Alien Resurrection, which is not that good. And then you got a prequel, Prometheus and Alien Covenant, which again, is a prequel movie that I just don't really like, because I think it's just unnecessary to explain where the xenomorphs came from, or I guess like the xenomorphs came from, because that's what it was pronounced apparently. So my bad, but yeah, I absolutely love this movie, and by all means, it's not exactly perfect, but it does meet my at least meet my expectation in a way, and there is some problems that I had in the movie, especially with the third act of the movie, like there is some positive things, but there's also some negative things in the third act for me, but before we get to that, I guess that's gonna be safe for the spoiler review maybe in the future, but for now on, it's gonna be a non-spoiler review, so the Alien Romulus itself, focusing more on the younger cast, and on which is kind of weird for me. When the trailer was released, I was actually super excited to see the movie, and then some people are complaining that, oh, I don't know about this younger cast, aren't there, is it gonna be annoying or something like that? Well, not really, because like I feel like the cast and characters in this movie are likable, like even though yes, there are younger people, but I feel like that's not a problem at all, because I feel like they are pretty well written. You can understand where they're coming from and why they decide to do this mission to enter the Romulus spaceship, because they are trying to get away from the Weyland Yutani. Like Weyland Yutani was obviously featured in the movie, and you get to see a bit more context on what the company did, or I guess like what the workers feel about Weyland Yutani, and I think the beginning of the movie is such an interesting way to explore that theme, and it kind of get me excited for the Alien Art TV series. If you guys don't know, there is a TV series called Alien Art that will explore the Weyland Yutani company, and I think Miss Yutani was supposed to be appear in that TV series. Which is, I think, yeah, it's pretty exciting if they decide to do this type of commentary where Weyland Yutani are basically enslaving their workers in a way, and we all know that they want the xenomorphs as a bioweapon, right? And the movie really does explore that, and I think that's just a really interesting way to explore the Weyland Yutani company, because it wasn't just like the exact same movie as the first Alien movie, because it does pay homage to Alien 1 for the most part, and it does also pay homage to the James Cameron Aliens, which is cool. But this movie has its own idea as well, which is like some of them are good, but some of them are really weird in my opinion. I mean, they're new at least, but it's like I don't really like them. But even then, I still think this movie is really good, because again, the xenomorphs or the xenomorphs in this movie are really really amazing. Because they are practical effects. Like you got the cast and characters that are likable, and then you got the xenomorphs that appears practical, because it's clear that it's a guy in a suit in a way. It wasn't just like CGI xenomorphs. Because that's what happens with Prometheus and Alien Covenant. That, I mean, xenomorphs doesn't appear in Prometheus, but most of the movie are CGI in a way. And when the xenomorphs finally appear again on Alien Covenant, it was mostly CGI, so like you kind of lose the, I guess, the believability of it, because it was all CGI, So I'm really glad that the director fedealvarez decided to use much more practical effects in this movie, because like the gore is amazing, and of course the xenomorphs are looking fantastic in this movie, and I wish there is more of them, to be honest. Again, there is a lot of scene with the xenomorphs, don't get me wrong, but I was like, damn, they were so good, I wanted more. Like that's my context here, because I feel like the practical effects are super super good in this movie, and the xenomorphs are probably the best looking xenomorphs ever, which I think that's a great thing, and yeah, they were scary in this movie, the xenomorphs are finally scary again after a long time, right? And yeah, I think the movie itself also introduced some new, I guess, some new elements for the alien mythology, and some new elements for the face huggers, and then the I guess the xenomorphs in some way. They really explore some new elements in this movie. And again, that could be divisive. Like people might like what they were exploring here, but at the same time, this new thing that they were exploring in this movie, especially in the third act of the movie, again, no spoilers, but I feel like the previous Alien movie, I'm not gonna reveal which one it is, but the previous Aliens movie already did this idea before, and I feel like they're just trying to basically improve on that idea, in my opinion. Because like once the scene finally happens in the third act, because I heard that the third act was completely insane. Like, yeah, it was insane because they're introducing a new elements in this movie, and then I was like, okay, like I guess it's kind of new because it was like, whoa, okay, that was unexpected, But at the same time, this idea was kind of explored in the previous Alien movie, and then just like, okay, I feel like the design from the previous Alien movie was actually way better than the design in this movie, in my opinion. Again, no spoilers, but yeah, you're gonna see like, some new design in this movie, guys, and it's like, okay. Like it really weirded me out. I'm just like, okay, I don't really like this new design, if I'm being honest here. It's so weird, and it was supposed to be weird, but it's just like, I don't like it, man. I really don't. Once again, I cannot get into the specific of it, because I'm gonna be again talking about this on the spoiler review maybe in the future. We'll see. But yeah, I was a bit divided about the third act of the movie because at one point, the way fedealvarez directed the action sequences, the horror sequence, like with the xenomorphs, with a bunch of face hugger that the characters has to run away from, it was good. It was fun. The visual effects are gorgeous. It's absolutely amazing. They also make space scary, because it was an unknown territory and it was scary. But on the third act, I'm just like, okay, it's a bit divided because I guess I like the way fedealvarez directed the scenes, because it was fun, it was exciting, it was intense, you feel the suspense of it. But there is also another aspect of the movie that I just don't really like because it's really weird decision, because it feels like you've done this before and people don't like it, and then now you try to do it again, and I feel like they're not really improving what comes before that, and it's just like it's not entirely new, I guess. There is some new elements there, but there is also some familiar elements from the previous Alien movie, and then I'm just like, okay, it kind of weirded me out that the previous elements from the Alien movie was actually way better in that movie than what this movie is trying to do, in my opinion. But then again, it's not exactly making me hating the movie. I still love the movie because I feel like we finally get a good Alien movie again, finally. And I would love to see a continuation of this story. Because I like the characters. Because I think they're pretty good, but I feel like this is not exactly like the third best Alien movie if we count the game. The game Alien Isolation is, in my opinion, the best third Alien franchise. Because I think Alien Isolation has I guess a better character that you could follow, because he follows Amanda Ripley, which is Alan Ripley's daughter. Like I feel like that's like a logical continuation for the Alien franchise. But again, it was already done in the game, so they couldn't exactly do it again. So they decided to follow this new character, which is not bad. But I feel like, man, it's a missed opportunity if they just like continue the story from Alien Isolation, in my opinion. I know it's a game, but I feel like I want to see a continuation for Amanda Ripley's storyline, because again, it's Amanda Ripley, is Alan Ripley's daughter. I would love to see what happened to her after Alien Isolation. I know there's a comic that probably explain it, but I feel like this movie is like, okay, it would be much more interesting if it was actually following Amanda Ripley's storyline. But again, this is me, this is my wish, but as for what it is, the movie's still good. The characters in the movie are still good. I care for them. I feel like they are likable. Even if they were like an asshole character in this movie, I feel like they give the movie does give a good reason why these specific characters are asshole to the synthetics, or the androids, right? But yeah, besides that, yeah, really cool movie. Has some references as well from the previous two Aliens movie. Obviously, like that could be a positive or a negative to some people. I understand, and there is also a reference to the Alien Isolation game. Some of the weapon or item does appear in the movie. And they even reference like how it was used in the game. So like that's really really cool. which is like, yeah, man, I hope we get to see a sequel to Alien Isolation, and I hope that we get to see maybe a sequel. Either it's gonna be a direct sequel to Alien Romulus, or it's gonna be a completely new story again. I would love to see more Alien movies in the future, and hopefully fedealvarez can again direct another Alien movie, because I love this movie. I know it's not perfect, and the third act is not going to be for everybody, because like there is some weird decision they try to do there. I don't really like that, but at the same time, it doesn't make me hate the movie, because I think the movie does some new stuff, introduce some new lore to the Alien franchise, so that's really, really cool. Like it tries to stand on its own, even though it also does pay homage to the previous two Alien movie, which I think really, really cool at the same time, so yeah, guys, I guess that's my review for Alien Romulus. Again, love the performance, love the directing by fedealvarez. I love the musical score by Benjamin Wolfich. It's really great. The visual effects of the space, like the planet and all that kind of stuff was so gorgeous, man. It's like so breathtaking watching that on the big screen, and of course the xenomorphs are like the best looking there ever was, and they were becoming scary again, and there is some great practical effects in this movie, so yeah, it's all time great, except maybe the third act, that might divide the people, because I was weirded out by some of its decision to go with that direction. I don't really like that, but that's just me. Maybe if you guys watch this movie, maybe you guys like the third act, because it tries to do something kinda new, in my opinion, so yeah, so yeah, hopefully there's gonna be more Alien movie in the future. Hopefully fedealvarez could return to direct, and this is also my own wish for the future of the Alien and Predator franchise. I would love them to make another Alien versus Predator movie, in my opinion, because I mean, the Alien versus Predator movie is kind of like a guilty pleasure of mine, so I would love to see a third movie of the AVP franchise, so yeah, hopefully that happens in the future. Who knows? Because I feels like the Alien and the Predator franchise are coming back. We got Prey that released in 2022, which is pretty good, and now we got Alien Romulus. So hopefully these two franchises can cross over again. But then again, this is my own wish. So let me know, guys, in the comment section below. What do you guys think about Alien Romulus? Do you guys like the movie, or do you guys didn't like the movie? And yeah, do you guys agree that this is like the best Alien movie after Aliens? The second movie. And do you guys think this movie is better than Alien Isolation? I know that's like a game and the movie, but I feel like Alien Isolation has a lot more in terms of the story and the character. It has a lot more connecting tissue, obviously, to the first Alien movie, But while in this one, it's like it took place between Alien and Alien, just like Alien Isolation, but it doesn't necessarily have like that connecting tissue, in my opinion. It's just like there in the beginning, and then that's it, so yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys want to see another Alien movie after this, or do you guys also want to see a sequel to Alien Isolation, because I know I want that, because I think that game is great, so let me know all your opinions in the comment section below, guys. And again, if you guys enjoyed this review, then make sure, guys, bite that subscribe and like button, guys. Share the video, the usual stuff, and stay tuned for more reviews in the future. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys in the next one then. Bye.